Hello, you guys. So, I just got back from watching Spider-Man. Spider-Man, what is it? No Way Home? Or Far From? No, yeah, No Way Home. You know, a lot of you think that, look, man, things that you see on the trailer, some of it was true. Some of it was kind of true, but laid up to something, but not too big. You know, certain elements that people thought about theories were like kind of like different. There's that. So that's basically the idea of that, right? This movie, is it the best Spider-Man movie? It could be. It could be. Is it the best superhero movie? Well, it depends who you ask. You know, there's that. I saw a video about Greg Alba. I feel like he's the real rejects. And I also saw one comic, what's it called? Comic Cosmic or something like that. I don't know what his name is. He made a video where he felt really emotional and stuff like that, where he talked about this film. I feel like they were a little bit dramatic. I feel like they were a little bit too much. Okay? This movie, there's a lot of emotional things in this movie. You know, there's some of it. A lot of people say, you know, these comic book movies are supposed to be for fun. It's supposed to be serious, just fun. You see a guy with a costume being badass, stuff like that. There's that. But I will tell you that this movie does have a story, and I feel like comic book movies need to have a story, a good story, or else, like, what the hell? It's just gonna be in tights and just moving around with the costume, being like some action shots. Look, man, we got Captain Marvel. People didn't really like it. Why? The story wasn't that much there. Then we also have Justice League, the what's it called? The version that Zack Snyder did not direct, which is Bob. I don't know. I forgot his name, but yeah, he's the one, and that got sucked. Also, we have the Green Lantern. You know what I mean? Like, you need a good story for these movies. You cannot just like throw in something. Now, this movie did have a lot of characters, as you guys see on the trailer, and a lot of these characters, you know, I thought worked really well because we do have like Infinity War, we do have Endgame where a lot of characters are in it, but you know, and those were the Russo brothers. But this one, it is a different director. People are saying that, oh yeah, Marvel this, Marvel that, Marvel made a really good movie, whatever, but Sony made a really good movie, which in reality is sort of. Like, there was a director involved, there was people involved, so there's that. So I'm not gonna say that Marvel was the one, you know. And so there's that. So there's those things, alright? The CGI, if you saw Doctor Strange, there's some implications here of Doctor Strange, and it was very interesting. CGI was phenomenal, was like amazing CGI. So there's those scenes. What else? The Spider-Man suit was great. You probably saw a different version of the Spider-Man suit. You saw the Iron Spider-Man, which looked great, and then you also saw the regular Spider-Man, which you always had. That one looks great. And also the other thing you also saw is the suit where Spider-Man kind of has it like upside down. You know, the suit kind of looks black and gold, which looks really cool. We do get that. Electro, I think he was really good. I think he redeemed himself. So there's that. And also the Green Goblin did get green on the suit. You do see it in the movie, so there's that, and it looks nice. What's it called? This time, Doc Ock, his tentacles are not like mechanical or puppeteer. This time they're all CGI, so he can move freely wherever he wants to, and it feels very like natural. In the other case, you see you have tentacles, so there's those things. And all of them did a really good job. You know, the entire movie, it was really good. I did feel like the real rejects and other people like cosplay creators stuff like this. Oh my god, this movie's like it's the must-see movie. It's a movie like, oh my god, like this is like the best superhero movie ever, like the best one. Calm down. Let me go watch it. Let me see if it actually is. And is it? Well, is it the best Superman? I mean, the best Spider-Man. I don't know why I say Superman. I don't know, because that's Spider-Man, Superman. But is it the best Spider-Man movie? It could be. It could be. Is it the best superhero movie? Depends who you ask. There's that. The story in this movie, it's an amazing story. You know. I will tell you something about the end, but that could be spoiler, but I'm not sure, so I'm going to save it to the end. There's also, at the end of the credit scene, there's 2 cutscenes. One, it's like, I don't know, something like, what? But the second one is kind of like a trailer, which is fine. But I'm like, I don't know, like, it's a trailer for something. Which I don't know, because when it comes out, people are like, oh wait, I saw this one in the theater, so I'm like, okay. So there's nothing to be like, wow, or whatever. So that's really interesting. Overall, the movie was great. There was like emotional feelings I have with it, and a lot of stuff. You know, certain characters, you know, you're probably known show up. You probably didn't, so there's that. I'm not trying to spoil this movie for anyone because I know some people do that, and those people like you're messed up because people cannot watch it, and people cannot watch it. It's like, come on, don't spoil it for people. They're gonna be a month off the internet, you know. There was a smaller part where it says the crowd reacted to when this villain showed up, and I'm like, and they show like a clip about from something. I'm like, oh, I didn't want to see that. It was just like a thumb. I'm like, what the fuck? You're an idiot. Why would you? And it wasn't even like I just went to YouTube and just popped there my face. I just typed in YouTube because I was gonna listen to something while I was working out, and it just popped into my face. I'm like, I wasn't even looking for this. There's all these elements to play. Now I want to talk about the thing that could be a spoiler, but I'm not sure. But I want to talk about it because it kind of bugged me a little bit. First of all, the part where Peter Parker, you know, like I said, this could be a spoiler, okay? So warning. The part where Peter Parker said, you know, what the whole like multiverse happened, and where he kind of like created it, literally was his fault. He did mess up, but it was like kind of like a, but he could have been well prepared, because you saw in the trailer that he said, you know, I want everybody to forget about my name. Forget that I was Spider-Man, right? He did that, but then it caused consequences to like other things and whatever. And what happened is that after that, you know, he was no, but I don't want Aunt May to forget. I don't want, you know, my friends, my girlfriend to forget. And like, okay. All that's like, several said girlfriend is okay. Everybody should forget him except for his girlfriend. And then he was, no, my friend Ed. It's like, come on, stop messing with the spell. And he's like, oh, but wait. And that's how he kind of sort of messed things up. That's basically giving more con. So at the end, it was kind of his fault, because he could have just gone in there and be like, I want people to forget that I was Peter, except for my friends and May. He could have said that, and Dr. Strange probably like, okay, does a spell, and then except for these people, and then everybody forgets, and everything will be Gucci, right? Everything will be good, you know. But that would be no fun. So that's why Peter Parker had to mess it up, you know, and I don't know, from bringing some of the villains. So it's that, you know, is this spoiler? Probably not, because it is part of the trailer, and it kind of like that's how the multiverse started. So there's that, and I'm just giving you guys a little more clarification of that soon. So this movie, I probably would give it a 9.5 out of 10. No movie is perfect. And then my favorite movie is probably Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. My favorite one. But this movie was kind of like emotional. There were like a few parts where I felt like people were cutting onions. I don't know what kind of onion nearby. Emotional, and that's one thing. Like the emotional part was like, it wasn't like it felt kind of like, you know what, like I just not feeling it. Would I watch this movie again? Definitely. I would love to watch it. The story is amazing. CGI, everything about it is amazing. Certain characters show up, and certain villains show up and stuff like that. And I love that. But would I watch it again? Yes, like I said that. But it's just the story felt like where I started feeling emotional, and the part that felt emotional, you kind of feel that, and it's like, whoa, kind of makes me feel bad. But that's all I'll say. Hope you guys have enough for a day. Make sure you go watch it. Don't spoil this movie for anyone. So see you guys later, and then bye.